Welcome back to another game. I nearly played knight c3, but we're not, are we? We're playing the Jabava Report London. And we face a Dutch. Now e4 is interesting. Let's just start with knight c3. Yeah, e4 is interesting because I obviously played the Dutch for a bit myself. This move is interesting too. A bit like a Trompowski. Let's try this. Take this off. I'm already totally out of theory. I've tried to play Jabava London a few times and not really been successful in doing so. So I think this makes some sense to try and play against f4. And then we'll work out where our pieces need to go. This bishop isn't great, so yeah, I need to play against f4. So maybe they'll play there to try and resurrect f4 potentials. Maybe this is viable. Yeah, I really like this move actually. Double attacks the pawn, would attack the bishop, and allows for queen h5 check. Let's do this. Part of me wants to take a bit more time over the moves, but I'm also thinking it should be fine. So, am I on? Yeah, it seems to be. But yeah, I fall into time trouble, and that often goes badly. Yes, so a combination of like this. You might get aggressive and play g5 immediately. And then on this. g5 maybe we play here. It's interesting. It's an interesting position. Maybe I'm also thinking what way they're trying to castle. Like maybe it makes sense for them to castle long, like I say, and then launch these pawns forwards. We shall see. That gives me this option. This, maybe check, then here, then there. Maybe a3. Maybe they're playing for c5. This would be nice to get in at some point. I think I want to put my bishop here. Again, opening up this potential. Maybe I could have played knight here and traded it off. Have this weird symmetrical doubled f pawns d pawn structure. And argue that my bishop's better than theirs. So this forces this. Maybe queen here, just to prevent the knight from coming out that way. And maybe some potential of this. Still an interesting position. Maybe the queen wants to come here. Yeah, maybe I play g3 and then plonk my knight there. Maybe that's the plan. Knight castle long. Yeah, because with g3 on there I could take with the g pawn and have, I'd really like that, have an open g file to attack on. Okay, they go the other way. Here, takes. Again, check here. Yeah, I think I might go for this. Induce g5. I think I need to be careful of this in the future, that obviously my knight's undefended, but he can't play this because I just take it. Let's now put our knight in here. And say, if you want to take, that's fine. I'll double my g pawn and get access, double my f pawn and get really good access to the g file with kind of some good pressure here. Or you let me take it, or you move it away and I take f5. So I think they should have reacted to this threat. I suppose it takes. I think planting a knight on e4 is doing quite well. Might force me to play f3, but then that weakens e3. Maybe they're castling this way, which would be a bit annoying. Okay. Let me take the bishop, yeah, I suppose because your bishop's pretty pants, isn't it? And queen takes. I think I want a castle long. Or just play for this. I think because I've got the knights, I kind of want to keep it a bit closed, though, don't I, really? The castle, is there a sack? Queen takes here. I can maybe play for this. Not quite sure where I'm going to end up castling in this variation, but I'll do that and I can simply play this. But then maybe I get in here. Do I start off with this? Also prevents the knight from getting there. So maybe I'll start off with this. It's an idea. It kind of prevents the knight from getting there. Potential for coming in here. Maybe I'd castle this side and can launch pawns. Like I could also take and push. So take and push c4. Okay, so now we've been asked to do something. I think I'm taking the bishop. Now the question is, do I want to play c4 here? Things are going to open up. Ooh, there, takes, yep, on my rook. Maybe we castle. Take this one. I think I'm going to castle queenside. So f4 is going to be played, excuse me, at some point. f4 takes, push. Okay, f4 now, yeah, so takes, push. Or takes this way. Takes, push. Maybe that way's better. I get the queens off and leave you with double pawns. So takes, push. Or takes, likely then see takes, push. Maybe I can get a structure where I get pawns here, 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 and a bishop there. Now push. Yeah, so if I can get pawn, 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 and a bishop there, well, they could be attacked by the knight. I want to bring this knight back into the game. Maybe I want them. I was thinking bishop here, attack the pawn and cover that square. Not going to burn any more time. If this here, I think I'll shut this down with f3. Also look to take control of the e-file. Need to work out how I path a knight over there. It's got to come from here, so it's got to do this. If I've got a pawn here, it's got to come from here. I can't go there, so it's got to come from here. Okay. This. Take control of the file. If they push it, I feel like I should be able to pick that off. I feel like I'm better here. Like this pawn structure is far inferior to this pawn structure. My knight, yeah, if I could just teleport my knight up to f5, that would be great. But like I say, the pathing of it isn't so great. I'd have to come here, 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 here. Maybe I'll move my king in. Active king. Maybe I'll put my bishop here. Maybe we play h4. So we try and get a pawn here and this one here. I think it's time to get the knight involved. Don't think this is really a path that they want. Down to 6.5 minutes. This has been part of the issue we've been having, is in some of the games we've been getting favourable positions but just not being able to do the right things with it. Yes, I think the path I'd like would be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves time, I land it there. It's just how quickly can they get a knight to one of these 3 squares. Currently quite a while because I've got to move the rook, 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get what that does. Kind of get you out of a pin, but here lets you come here. Yeah, and if I want to use this square, that's no good. Maybe here. Takes, knight takes, rook over. I think king up. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Bit of a mid-game manoeuvring now. Okay. To get your knight. Some squares. So I think I just play h3. Play h3 or to play f3? No, I wouldn't. That's go for the knight, don't I? h3. You could also just taken. Still reserve the right to do that. I mean, they have a similar issue, right? You put your knight there, you just blunder a rook. So my path is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'd love to have, like, if I could teleport this. I need actually draw diagonals. Okay, no, it doesn't. If I could teleport this rook up to here, that would be really nice too. Some kind of lateral pressure, and obviously on the rooks on the e file. Push the pawn just to kind of lock that bit down. Does give me a, well, I say it gives me a pawn locked on a dark square, but it gives them a pawn locked on a light square. And again, if the tension stays there, by the time my knight gets here, it's then in a position that it could do this. Really interesting game. So yeah, opponent's 2251, then 1950 at Bullet with 130 games, 2100 Blitz with 43, so quite a few games. Yeah, 328 games of Rapid. Where did they join? 1 year ago. How did people... Oh, I didn't even look at that. I'm very happy with that, am I? Like, sure, you get a square for your 9, but... Bishop there now. Still given the option of playing this, but I think I must be able to pick that up. Yeah, I'm happy with this transposition. Now I just need to come up with some kind of advantage out of this 3-on-3, pick up a loose pawn, trade down, promote it, win the game. That's my plan. Okay, he comes up. I think I just carry on with my plan. I don't really, what is that? What's that doing? Is it allowing you to come? I don't get what that does. Just an active king? Is that the idea? Oh, I stopped bishop here. Okay. Are we carrying with my knight plan? Gonna push here. I'm going here now. Slowly getting my knight where I want it. Knight h4 now. Because this I can take, you can take, you're trying to then play this. Quite possibly. So at the right time I want to take, or maybe play this, or maybe take the knight. I don't know. What I can take the knight, king takes, and put my knight here. The only move would be that back there. rook up here. Yeah, I kind of like rook e6. Yeah, if they push here, I'm going to take. There's no merit in taking this way. They push there, I'm going to take it. They take. I can leave that tension, and if they want to push it, and get these three on these three. It's not ideal, but I don't see the outcome. I think I'm hoping I'm going to get quicker counterplay. So yeah, we're like rook e6. If takes and takes, like where are you going to go? If you come here, totally abandons the file. Does anything work now? Like takes there, bishop back. No. Maybe start with this. Yeah, let's start with that. So knight can't really. Maybe I could have. No. Yep. So like doubling up feels useful. Okay. I want to take here first. Takes, and like this is pinned. What about this with this? This to threaten this and this. You'd have to move your king. You'd move it here. And I would go here. Oh, this feels like I've got some potential. Yeah, there's no way of defending this bishop if I could somehow do this. But so this. You take there. I take there, check. You go here. And I pick up the pawn. Might need to be careful. Ideally, I'd have time to double up. I also don't have much time on the clock. So this king's got to move here. And then what was the line? Here. Takes, pressure on the knight. Defends, doubled up. So there, king moves. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. There's more chance of them to go wrong, I think. Like if you, the threat if you do nothing is this. So yeah, like this isn't actually the threat. It's just unfortunate because the only way to defend that is also to play this move. So king moves here. That there takes, pressure on the knight. Likely this rook comes over here, and then I'm going to double stack. Yeah. On that move, I can just take this pawn. So we picked up a pawn. Oh, I've only got 51 seconds. You take here, and take back. Gets a bit tricky, right? Takes, check. If I come up, then the rook gets in, and I come back. You pick up here. Which is annoying. Okay, and if I take the rook first, you go check. I go here, then you take the rook back, and then I pick up here. Maybe that's the way. But if I take here, I lose my pin. I take here, you can take here with check. I'm gonna take. Oh no, yeah, there's no, it's pinned, it's still pinned. But you can take. Somebody's got to take back. Probably the bishop, yeah, threaten us. They threaten this. No. That's a premium that would have lost me the game, so I've got to take with the knight, which is annoying. Go here. I need to make a move. Idea to block with the bishop. Wow, so close to flagging. This. Why would I go for that? Then oh, on check, can I come up? Then my rook's pinned. Yeah, I think I can come up. You go here, I'm coming in here. You get back. Now up. Try this. You don't have this way. You do have here, but I can block with my rook here. Might be getting my knight trapped. Passive bishop. Yeah, okay. You can have this pawn. Can you? Can I give you that pawn? Well, I have given you that pawn, so. Goes with the rook. Interesting. Let me come back. Okay, you get here. Pin myself. I want this. Okay, I don't get it. Throw this forward. This. I think we just we trade and this is a bit weak. This. We're up a pawn. Opposite coloured bishops. No time. Try this. Here. Okay. Keeping control of this square, and if you come over here, maybe I can trade rooks. Is that, if that's any good? I don't know. We're about to find out. Probably a draw in that. Yeah, I can't see how I defend that pawn. I'm sure this might have been winning. Bit short on time, happy enough with the draw. Don't think sacking does anything. Like I can get my king to here. That's probably like the last safe square I can get to. But I have no way I can get over here because then the bishop comes there. Yes, nothing here, is there? Okay, interesting. I don't know if they meant to decline my draw, but this is nothing. Right, they can't. Yeah. Let's take a look then. So, like, e4's interesting. I wonder, does white win loads of games? Yeah, 55%. So I know that's the most critical, but I can't 100% remember the line. Right here, bishop there. And I know that this is a big mistake, but I can't quite remember why you take, play queen there. Yeah, anyway, maybe I'll look at that a bit more, but so this is most played bishop g5, and it has a really strong rating, just taking off 6, pawn takes. Yeah, what about like on e6? What do you do? e4, yeah, okay. The takes. And I thought, yeah, it really likes knight h3. I really like knight h3. Yeah, and it says throw it in on f4 immediately. Really wants me to play knight f4, yeah, and have this structure and where you can argue then that mine is better than yours. Okay, I do finally play it. It wants me to take off that bishop, which I do now. So this is a slight advantage for me, which I kind of felt, oh, okay, it wants me to take the other way, but I thought if I took this way I'd end up with quite a lot of pressure on this e3 pawn. I thought takes, push. Okay, and we just keep the tension here. Okay. Mine was kind of a simplified version of that. And here we just kind of shuffled around and manoeuvred a bit. Oh, here I can play knight c3, interesting, on this pawn, and you can't defend it because if you come up, I can check you. So here we get this trade. This is supposed to be good for me. Right, this is +1. I kind of preferred what I ended up with. So here, I was really happy with this bit, and I'm sure I have something here now. Knight up there, the right move. Rook it. Oh, so you don't take there. I can just double up rooks. Just keep the pressure on. Yeah, just threatening the rook, right? So we force the trade there, and then if you go into this, here check. Oh yeah, I get loads of pawns. Okay, this is +5. Wow. So doubling up was my mistake. I only had a minute here. Yeah, and doubling up is the move. Yeah, doubling up so that I can replace it with a rook. No, why doubling up? Because if you take, I still have to take with the knight. Oh no, I don't, because it's pinned. Still pinned. Yeah, and you can never go here. Yeah. Yeah, so this. Wow, it's not favourable for black because I just get my knight stuck. Yeah, this is just a draw. Yeah, the draw was safe. I definitely had the better end of it, but hey ho.